Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Sabit. My name is MOHAMAD HAZIQ bin MATDAIM, and in this video I would like to present about my topic, which is the unethical use of artificial intelligence among tertiary level students. Without further ado, I will proceed to the first part, which is the introduction. So what is basically an artificial intelligence, or we call it as AI? AI is a technology that allows machine to think, learn, solve problems, and also make decisions just like a human being. So if we take a look in nowadays, AI has become a massive part of university life. For example, when we take a look at the Digital Education Council survey, so it shows that 86% of tertiary level students already use AI in their studies. So the problem statement here is that some of the students are using AI tools unethically to they just copy paste the whole assignment, which has become normalized on campus. So in this topic, we will discuss about the factors, effects, and also the solution of unethical use of AI. So the first factors of unethical use of AI is that lack of motivation to think independently. So according to Lee and other author, when students let AI do their assignments, this habit will make them lazy and also reduce their ability to think by themselves. So for example, like they just copy paste the assignment and then they prompt to the AI tools to get the coding answer or get the maths calculation step instead of them figure out by themselves. Secondly, the factors is AI hallucination. So what is AI hallucination? AI hallucination is when the generative AI tools produce a false or misleading information which looks real, because AI creates fake information based on pattern guessing rather than real facts. So for example, like students generate an essay which unfortunately contain completely fabricated dates, quotes, and also book titles. And thirdly, the factors is abundance of accessible AI. So as we can see nowadays, there's a lot of advanced tools which are free. It's very easy to use, and it's most likely replace the traditional way, which the library research. So for example, like in order for students to do their homeworks or learn in the class, they just pull out the ChatGPT or Gemini and also Copilot, which is free to be used. Move on to the effect. So the first effect of unethical use of AI is that it can reduce cognitive thinking. So according to Stedler and other author, relying on automation reduce mental effort and block deep learning, which means when students use AI too much, it means that they use less of their brain power and also block them from deeply understand what they are learning about. So for example, when students use AI to summarize the entire chapter of their textbook, it means that they are not trying to understand or remember what they are learning, which lead to the poor exam retention. Next, the unethical use of AI is that the effect of unethical use of AI is that vulnerable to misinformation. So AI blend the truth and also fiction, which means it mix the truth and the false seamlessly, which will make the students believe the false data. So for example, an entire group can easily fail to the presentation because the generative AI tools produce a fake statistic and also quotes. And thirdly, the effect of unethical use of AI is academic dishonesty. So the fast tech generation leads to a massive increase in cheating and also plagiarism, according to Chan. So for example, students can do an essay research from scratch or just use chatbot to answer the online examination. So what are the solution to avoid the unethical use of AI? The first one is promote ethical use of AI to enhance work quality. So university should take a responsibility to guide students on how to use AI as a helpful assistant, not as a replacement for human thought in order to enhance their work quality. So for example, lecturer can teach students on how to use AI tools just to fix a basic grammar or brainstorming initial outline, not completely do the whole assignment. Secondly, make a stronger regulation and policy for academic purpose. So universities should create a clear, strict boundaries regarding acceptable use of digital tools. This is in order for students to know exactly when they are allowed to use AI or when are they disallowed. So for example, students are required to submit their exact prompt from the AI tools in their research paper. So it can be as an evidence whether they are using the true information or not. And lastly, assessment redesign. So university should shift grading frameworks and redesign the way they grade students by evaluate the students' learning journey rather than just give them an easy essay assignment that can be used AI to solve it. So for example, allocating grades to rough draft, handwritten logs, and face-to-face oral presentation, which is more traditional and it is legit to be assessed. So the summary of the issue. So as we all know, unethical AI use can threaten the academic integrity and also stop the junior cognitive development, which is very important for students. So the key drivers here, as we discussed earlier, number one, it's driven by low motivation. Secondly, AI hallucination, and the free accessible AI that can be used very easy and it's available anytime and anywhere. And then for the consequences or effects, number one, it results in poor independent thinking. Student will believe more to misinformation, and lastly, rampant on campus cheating. And for the final takeaway or our steps to avoid this, number one, update the university regulations. Number two, teach students how to use AI unethically. And lastly, redesign the grading way on how to evaluate the students. So This is in order for university to make sure that AI tools is safe tools for students to use, instead of they use AI to help them cheat during exam or doing their assignment. I think that's it for my presentation. Thank you.